My name is Nicholas Shaneyfelt, and I teach collaborative piano and vocal coaching at Luther College. One of the great joys of my job here is having the ability to work with a number of talented singers and instrumentalists, both students and faculty colleagues in this department. But like many of you that are probably watching this video, my journey started quite a long time ago, back when I was 5 years old, and a babysitter gave me a small Casio keyboard with keys that were the size of my tiny 5-year-old hands. That was the only toy that I would play with. And since that time, I've been embracing a musical journey that has transcended solo piano, but has also moved into other realms of music, many of which include collaborative music making. So instrumental, sonatas, concertos, vocal music, including art song and opera, and also a little bit of musical theater as well. For those of you who have taken lessons for several years and may continue to take lessons, you may be considering careers in music, but you may also be considering a career in the sciences, for instance, or a career in literature or in business, and that's okay. It's wonderful to have varied interests, and for me, it was really important in my own musical pursuits to find varied interests as well. And in collaborative music making, I found a world of varied repertoire. And for me, making music with another person, that brings me wonderful happiness, and that brings me a feeling of completion in my career. If you have never collaborated with another musician before, that's also okay. It's never too late to start. It's never too late to develop an interest in collaborating with another musician. Perhaps there's a singer at your school, or somebody who's getting ready for a solo ensemble competition, for instance. Perhaps a church or another place of worship that you attend has some sort of musical component of worship that you could become involved in. Or perhaps there is a community theater or some performing arts organization that is looking for a pianist or looking for somebody to become involved in some way, even if it's at a volunteer level. Any and all of these ways are great ways to become involved, to gain some experience, and to put yourself out there and get to know other musicians. The piece that you're going to hear today is a piece that I've been working on with a former student, now alum, Eddie Galstad, a wonderful soprano, who has been working on some songs by Edvard Grieg. One of the things I love most about playing and working on Art Song Rep is that these are songs that are available in so many different languages, not just English, but also French, German, Italian, Spanish, Russian, and as you're about to hear, Norwegian. This piece that Eddie is about to sing is the last piece in Grieg's song cycle titled Haugtusse, or The Mountain Maid. And in this song, which is the final song in the song cycle, Eddie, who is the mountain maid, is coming to me, the babbling brook, and telling me about her problems. Earlier, a few songs ago, she declared her love to a boy, and the boy promised that he would meet her. But he broke his promise. So now she's telling me about her problems and lamenting a little bit. And as any good babbling brook, I'm there to listen and to echo back some of the things that she says to me and to tell her that it's going to be okay, that there are more fish in the sea. You'll hear in the piano part this babbling brook personified with constant 16th notes in the piano that are only occasionally interrupted by an echo of a melody that Eddie has sung. So here is just another example of the varied repertoire that is out there available to perform, to listen to, and to enjoy. Please enjoy this song by Edvard Grieg, performed by myself and Eddie Galstad.
Sprit var deg rein, og glid over stein, og Hi, I'm Corey Silberstein. I'm the staff collaborative pianist here at Luther College. That means that I work with students here, I coach them, and I perform with them on their juries, on their recitals, on their performances in seminars. Being a student pianist at Luther, you have all sorts of opportunities to perform with your peers and form collaborative partnerships. And this is a tremendous benefit to studying at Luther. I mean, you get to work with all kinds of different instruments. You get to work with singers of lots of different voice types. And there's a lot of benefits to your piano playing that come with this. One of them is that you get to learn from the tone colors of these different instruments that you're playing with. You get to experience the sound of different instruments, and that can inspire your piano playing in a way that just staying in the practice room wouldn't. You get to learn how to breathe and phrase like a singer. You get to learn how to follow the breath of wind instrumentalists and to follow the bow of string players. So that can be a tremendously educational experience as a pianist here at Luther. Studying collaborative piano at Luther is a really great opportunity because pianists these days are expected to have the skills of accompanists, of collaborative pianists, no matter what field you go into, whether you're a music educator, whether you're a performer, mostly doing solo piano. Very few people are only studying solo piano or only teaching solo piano. I mean, these skills are expected today of professionals. So studying those things at Luther is a really great preparation for the professional realm. So pianists coming to study at Luther, you're really blessed with a wealth of knowledge to draw on in the faculty here. Luther is unusual for a liberal arts college in that we have 2 full-time collaborative pianists on faculty here, myself and also Dr. Nicholas Shaneyfelt, who teaches a course in accompanying, and that kind of official instruction in accompanying is pretty rare to find at a liberal arts college. And of course, our other marvelous piano faculty are very accomplished chamber musicians and collaborators in their own right. We have Miko Kominami. She performs in a professional duo with her husband, a cellist. We have John Strauss, who is an expert on 18th century Viennese chamber music. And we've got Du Huang and Xiao Hu, who perform in the unison duo 4 hands music at the piano. So there's all these different ways that students can be supported and get advice and input on their collaborative work at Luther. The piece that I'm going to be performing today with Nate Anderson on the saxophone, this is a piece by Japanese composer Takashi Yoshimatsu. It's called the Fuzzy Bird Sonata. And I had personally never heard of this composer before we worked on this piece, but it's a fascinating blend of musical styles. It incorporates rock and jazz styles, as well as non-Western kinds of music, like Japanese traditional music, Indian traditional music. And it's a piece that really kind of straddles the boundaries between what's notated down clearly and music that's meant to be improvised. And that has been a really interesting experience to work on this piece. So I hope you enjoy the performance.